Dallas, Texas, and the Texas... First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The quick out. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Oh, he dropped it! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of the games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the... On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Coming after him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's right on target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it into the end zone? He goes. Touch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he makes the catch. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not much of a... The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Offside. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on... The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with the going for it all. Wheels it in the end zone. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that when the tackle is finally made. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. He leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he takes it to the house. Touch! Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to stay on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Second down coming up. They want that clock to run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion on first down from the 13-yard line? Give to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it is hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry. And Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, you know, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle at the start of the year every single season. The Red River rivalry is just special because of the tradition and history these two schools bring, but it's all about Oklahoma today. Boomer, Sooner, and bragging rights for another whole year.
To the victor, the spoils. And the spoils in this one, the golden hat, and Oklahoma will be wearing it. That's it for the latest edition of the Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his own 20. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on... First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. Motion from the offense. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Aggies are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Watson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Moss. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Ward. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, Miami 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback extends the play. He'll let it go down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. At the 30. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Canes. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to go up top on first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? You know, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to punch it in. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone.
The return is tackled down in the swings, and the Miami offense will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got the quick pass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air, it's Ward. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking left. Makes the grab. Great move there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but you just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a